Welcome to another Davinci Resolve Tips and Tricks episode. This time I'm bringing you a freebie, some free LUTs for you to enjoy. So, once you download the pack and put it in the right location, it will appear here in your LUT folder. I have my Davinci Resolve Tips and Tricks. These are all my beautiful show LUTs. In this case, I'll drop it there as curves. So what I'm gonna be giving for free are 13, and I'm not superstitious, 13 free LUTs for you to enjoy. Without further ado, I'm gonna show you, these are curve LUTs, contrast curves. I have them here as LUTs, so I'm gonna just drop them here. Contrast, there you go. Mid contrast, I'm Command D, just is the Rec 09. This is the LUTs 3 image, Rec 709 conversion. As you know, I'm also selling my fixed node trees. So this is where I have my LUTs 3. I've done nothing to this image. So this is my clip level node tree. And well, this is my usual timeline level fixed node tree, which, by the way, I'm packing that node tree with 5 or 6 different curves that are not included here. Some are in here, but not all. I'm including like split toning, handmade halation, different type of grain, a lot of goodies that are ready for you with a click of a button or an enabling of a node, and they're all ready for you there. So you don't have to waste any time, looking or moving sliders. So now I'm bringing even more contrast curves that you can by any means add to the fixed node tree when you buy it, or just use them as LUTs, as I'm gonna show and offer you here. So as I said, this is the Rec 09, and these are the contrast, showcasing quickly, like these are film, contrast, different, you see what's doing, low, mid, etc. But I'm gonna show you a few examples and things that you can do with this further from just applying them. So let me close this LUT tab so we have this a bit bigger. Let me reset this now so we go back to the Rec 709 instance. So what I'm providing, you're gonna see they're labeled like CC, LC, and then LC film. Again here, see, CC flat, blah blah blah, LC film 125, and LC mid. Well, this is not in order. That's why I'm gonna show it to you here. Low, medium, and high. CC means contrast curve, and LC, which are the rest, means luma curve. By the way, I have a whole video, I think it's like half an hour long, and it's, I think, my most popular video, which is all about contrast curve. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna show you a case here. I'm gonna just draw a very, very quick S-curve. So I'm adding some contrast to the image. You can see it here, but you can also see it here in the vector scope. I'm pushing the colors, aka saturating those colors. It'll be different if it's just a luma contrast, which is just only affecting the luminosity and not the chrominance of the image. So there are many ways of doing this. The quickest, since Davinci Resolve 18 or 18 point, in this case the latest 6, is by coming to the node and just going to come to the composite mode, and rather than having a normal, only having the luminosity. So as you could see, and let me do it again, let's go back to normal and pay attention. Let me get it bigger. And let's pay attention to what the colors are doing. Composite mode, normal, luminosity, boom. And if I disable this, they're expanding ever so slightly. I'm not adding a lot of saturation, just the inherent curve will push certain colors, depending where those colors lie on the luminosity curve. Bit more, bit less, but it's not as much as if we go to normal. Boom, it's saturating the image. So what's wrong with this? There's nothing wrong with this, but sometimes you don't want the contrast to saturate the image. Sometimes you do. So you have the option, right? This is great on the, as I said, there's many ways of doing it. So the other way, let me reset this. The other way would be, so if you want to do it from the scratch, let me leave this here, is only working on the white channel, which is the luminance. So you can see, and I'm gonna enable and disable. So it's, yeah, it's minimal. It's minimal. It's only working on the white channel. If you were to gang them all together and do, you can see how the colors are being saturated. So that's the explanation of what's the difference between CC or LC. As I said, this is a flat image. This is Rec 709. This is my Davinci. We're going log C3 into Davinci white gamut and Davinci white gamut into Rec 709 gamma 2.4. So if I start from mid, let me copy them. So I'm, adding contrast. I'm adding contrast curve, and you can see, the colors being super saturated. It's good. It's looking good. I do like, even, which one is this? This is the heavy. Even the heavy one, which is quite heavy-handed. So a few things between the strong and the heavy, which you can see the difference, right? You can see the difference. But you want something in between, right? So obviously, if you come to the key output, the gain is 100%, and as much as you can push it, you won't push it because there's nothing more in there. But you can come to the heavy one. So you can have it to the key output and reduce it point, say 85, yeah, and reduce it a bit. So that's sort of an intermediate between the strong and the heavy. Let me put the strong here and see that it's ever so slightly less. And then back to the heavy 100% is the heaviest one I'm providing. So yeah, so that's one of the tricks. You can use them. Why did I start from the mid and not low? Okay, so I'm gonna reset this, see what it does. So again, flat, Rec 709. I'm gonna grab the low. Boom, it's going even lower. Let me grab the flat one. So let me show you where would I use it. So I'm gonna enable here. I have the Coda key 2383. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. I'm providing, I'm selling actually, but it's fairly cheap compared to all the other shit that is around on the internet. These are quite affordable, and I'm providing 28 or 29, I can't remember. I think 28. Beautiful crafted LUTs. Every single one looks different, and yeah, I mean, it will cater all your needs. This is Rec 709. This is one of the LUTs. For me, it looks already great. Of course, I created it. Yeah, but I think they're really nice starting point. For some people, it's okay. This looks amazing. Let's just leave it like that. Let's check some other, Rec 709 and the LUT. Rec 709, the LUT. Let's start with Rec 709, the LUT applied. This one, I mean, this one looks amazing. It looks really filmic, film saturation. Well, in this case, too much. Again, on this one, the colors, how those green. Anyway, I already made a video selling my LUTs, so I don't have to do it again. Let's go back to curves. But let's use my LUT to explain something else. So in a different video, I'm gonna put here the link, which has a lot more information. You should watch it, but it's a bit outdated because I did it with a different version of Resolve that didn't have this thing that I'm gonna show you now. The composite mode by nodes. So what you can do with the LUT, and all the LUTs are provided as well, you can create a parallel node, duplicate it, and it's gonna look amazing. Boom. Now really, I mean, could be worse, right? But I'm just doubling up the LUT, so it's super strong. If it works for you, if it works for your footage, then super colorful, and the contrast is mad. But anyway, so that's not the point. So the point is that we can separate the chrominance from the luminance, aka the colors from the contrast. So if you go to the top or the bottom, whatever you want, but I'll start with the top. Go to composite mode, color. We're separating just the colors here. And if we come here, composite mode, luminosity. Boom. We're back to how my LUT looks, but we have separated colors and contrast. Yeah. So say, I don't think so, but say this contrast is too strong for you. Now we can go to a waveform, and you can see here, we can gain it by half. And it's the same look, but with half the contrast. And you can manipulate that. Do you think the colors are too strong? Same thing, half. Obviously, if you're doing half and half, it's the same as halving the LUT, right? But say, no, you really like the contrast, but the colors were a bit too pushed. Again, I don't think so, but maybe, yeah, for the look that you're going for, the colors were too pushed. You know, now it's ever so slightly changing the blues. Let me get rid of this so you can see the image a bit bigger. Yeah, I mean, it's doing something to the image. I much prefer 100%. So in this case, I'm selling 28 LUTs for little money. And actually, you can manipulate this to be however many you want. Because with this technique, you can change the curve. And just by changing the curve, it may give you a different look, and it can become your new go-to look. So you can save that as a power grade and use it for all your projects. So anyway, all these LUTs, because obviously I'm providing, as I said, all these curves in LUT form. You can either, if you want to completely replace the curve, you could do that. And here in luminosity, just you can come to a more this film curve. Just you can check them all and see if there's something that you like better. It becomes softer. It's a completely different curve. And if you like it better, then please go ahead. And then it becomes a new LUT for you. Obviously, there's some that are too pushed, others some less pushed. So let's go back on this one, normal. Let's make sure it's 100%. And let me close this so it's a bit bigger. So what if I have this LUT with this curve? So if I put a mid contrast curve, I'm pushing the contrast. But if I go the other direction, low, it's gonna lower the contrast. So if you're using a LUT that you really like it, but you think it's too much, you can either do the technique that I show you and manipulate the curve separately, or sometimes in this case it works really nice. It's like softening the curve, and obviously if you go a bit flatter, and it's look, right? We're going from Rec 09 to a LUT with a contrast that I decided that I like, and then you can manipulate it. You can go soft, and even again, like if you want it a tad stronger, just go half of what this LUT is doing, and you're softening that contrast ratio. You can see in her face, on his face as well. Well, on the whole image. What it's doing. So that's why I included the flat and the low. So when your image is too strong, you can go the other direction as well. And as I explained, all these other contrasts are luminance only. So they will only affect the curve and not the colors. Yeah, of course, this curve plus this curve is too much. So obviously I just use it on the Rec 09. Create your own looks. It is too strong. It's not for every image, but I'm pretty sure you'll find an image. I suppose that it will work on this one. A bit stronger. That's why it works on her. But the other thing that I added here, that you can do yourself, and have a whole another video on saturation. I'm here having a saturation node, is apply saturation, because The Rec 709, in this case, it doesn't have, it's a very flat image. This is how I shot it. This is a Rec 709. And then if you add a luminance curve, it's affecting the luma, but I think this image needs a bit more saturation. So you just add saturation to taste, until your heart's content. I think this LC3 is too, I think this one will do more justice to the image. Or even the low. So it's adding a nice curve, and I'm adding some really nice subtractive saturation. Same thing with these film ones. You know what I can do? I can do it quickly with the LUTs here. Film 1, because these are numbered. Film 2, yes, you can see what the curve is doing. And film 5, which I really like. Film 5 is quite filmic. It's quite one of the most filmic curves that I'm providing. Obviously, this image has a little saturation on its own, and it's going quite samey with the added saturation. I mean, it needs saturation, but not this much. Yeah, we're going from 0 to hero. We're going from Rec 09 to a really nice filmic curve. This is actually film 5, so we're not confusing things. I just added the LUT, and the label didn't change. Added with subtractive saturation, and it's there. It's looking nice. Same like that. How we use that before. Skin tones, goldeny look, deep. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. I think that's it. I mean, yeah, you have 13 LUTs to play with, and I just explain you how to manipulate all these curves in different ways, how to manipulate the LUTs if you were to buy the pack that I'm selling. That it's beautiful. What if we add contrast? Maybe this contrast is too much. What if we add film 3? Boom, beautiful. See, with just a contrast with my Kodaki 23A3, it's looking beautiful. That's it. Cool, that's it for today. I hope you download and enjoy this pack of Contrast LUTs. If you want to support the channel, again, this pack of Contrast LUTs are free, but you can tip. If you like them, you can 20p, 50p, £1, $1, 1 yen, 200,000 million of pesos. That's probably $1. Yeah, enjoy. Bye.